What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I am Bae-cation.
And it's another edition of the KC Crew.
Welcome!
Yes, and we are here in Jamaica.
Hello, beautiful people. And no, we're not.
No, we're not in Jamaica.
But we tried to make you feel like we are.
Absolutely. Now, don't forget, we're telling you about our flyaway, April 30th to May 3rd. Hang out with the KC Crew. We're doing our first retreat, all right? Everybody asked, when's the next live show? Well, it's going to be in Jamaica. So we're inviting all you guys out there with us to Jamaica. We're talking performances, parties, podcasts, financial podcasts. We're talking the red light, green light, blue light.
It's called a stoplight party. You're going to stop acting like you don't know what it is.
That party. Wine your body.
Sky.
Wine your body. We're going to be doing wine.
I'm not addressing you right now.
We're doing all that. So we want to see you guys there. We're going to have a lot of fun. Now,
yes.
The reason that we have this set like this, and shout to my assistant, Benz, right? She put this together. She did the backdrop. She did the
We got palm
alcohol,
trees.
everything.
We got flamingos.
You got coconut drinks, all that. She put this together because today's topic and what we're talking about is Bae-cation. Now you probably say, what's a Bae-cation? Oh, it's like a vacation, but with your bae. Now, let me explain why we're talking about Bae-cations. In a relationship, right? If you've been together for a long time, a short period of time, you always need a time to reset, right? Now with us, we get a little lucky sometimes because if I got a party somewhere, I do the party, then we stay a bunch of days, a couple of days. Now, Bae-cation. What's your idea of a Bae-cation?
A Bae-cation doesn't necessarily have to mean that you get on a flight and go somewhere. A Bae-cation can kind of be a staycation as well. You don't have to go anywhere. You can really just go to a hotel and make it sexy, make it special, make it romantic. And it can just be time away from the family, time away from the kids, time away from the stress of the household where two people have the opportunity really to just connect.
Right. And that's the whole purpose of Bae-cations. And we really think that if you're in a relationship that you should try it. Now, we have a Bae-cation all the time. Now, let me explain why I like Bae-cations, right? Now, if you have kids in the car, I'm giving you 5 seconds to turn it down and maybe turn it back on in later on in life or later on at work or later on when you get home. I like a Bae-cation because I like to fuck.
Okay, stop. Okay,
right?
Stop. We're going to edit that part.
No.
You're wilding.
It's the
no,
truth.
Seriously. Like, I told them. I
told them if they got kids in the car.
Come on.
But let's be honest, right?
Rashawn.
Let's be honest. Now, if we're in the house, right? Now, the other day, Gia and I was in the house and we were getting it in, right? But we were rushing because we knew that at any point, either Brooklyn, Jackson, London, Madison, or Logan could walk in that room, right? Am I lying?
Don't ask me no questions.
So when Gia's when I'm doing my thing or when Gia's doing her thing, she can't get the scream off, right?
Oh, because you be making me want to scream, right?
I don't.
That's what happens?
Yes. So fellas, you know when you with wifey or fellas, if you let me say this, fellas, when you with your spouse or your significant other and you getting it in, right? Right? Don't you want your spouse to feel like it's going in? Right?
Like because where else would it go?
Oh, it goes everywhere. It goes everywhere.
Stupid.
It goes everywhere. But I'm being honest. So like, sometimes you need that reconnection. And for us, it doesn't always have to be about sex.
Really? Let you tell it.
A lot of times it's about sex.
Let you tell it.
But it's also about reconnecting and doing...
Stop lying. We don't go there and talk.
No, we do. When we watch television sometimes.
When we're on a vacation or a Bae-cation
yeah,
or a
sometimes
staycation.
we cuddle up and we watch television. We relax by the beach.
After sex.
We have conversations. We do all that sometimes, right?
Yeah, I mean.
And that's the importance of a Bae-cation and why we always say it doesn't have to be an expensive trip to Jamaica or an expensive trip to Dubai or Miami or wherever it may be. It could be just, you know what? Let's take the weekend. Let's go to a hotel. It doesn't have to be, and you can role play. What?
Just interested in what you're going to say next.
What? I mean, think about it like this, fellas. Let's say you ain't got it right now, right? Sometimes we ain't got money, right? Sometimes you're a little light, right? Role play. You pick up a prostitute. Take her to a cheap hotel.
Me being the prostitute.
Oh, you thought I was a prostitute? Not me.
You could, if it was my fantasy, you'd be the prostitute.
Great. But that's what I'm trying to say. Is that type of role play that you do that takes the relationship to another
So that's
level.
what you're into?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying if they don't.
That's what you're into?
I'm just saying if money is tight and they want to
just pretend you're with a prostitute. $100 a pop.
Red roof in. It works. But on a serious note, I'm being honest. Like, it's the best way to reconnect because that way you don't have to worry about the kids calling. You turn the phone off so you make sure that there is no business and the only business that you have that weekend or for that day is your wife or your husband. And I think that's the best bet. We do it a lot.
Do what a lot?
Bae-cation.
Oh, I just wasn't sure what you're referring to.
What did you think I was
Never know
referring
what you're
to?
really referring to.
No, I'm just saying, we do that a lot. And I think that helps us with reconnecting because we're able to talk about things that we normally wouldn't talk about because it's just me, you, no phone. And we could just cuddle in bed and just talk about all types of stuff.
No, I mean, truthfully, I mean, that's really what we do. Like we spend, it's time where I feel like we vibe off of each other.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like we get up when we want to get up. It's not like 6 o'clock, the babies are knocking on the door.
Right.
And we have to, even when we go on family vacation, 6 o'clock, everyone's up and we're getting it started at that moment. You know what I mean? So when it's just you and I, we get up whenever we want. So sometimes we get up 10, 11, noon. And you like to get up early. You like to get your day started early. Me, on days like that, when we're away, I like to just lamp in the bed, relax, chill, move at our own pace. But then we get up, we eat when we want to eat. We can go to the beach. We can go do something exciting. We can do an excursion. We can have fun.
Right.
We can come back. You can take a nap because we know how much you love your naps.
I love my naps.
You can take a nap. We can get into extracurricular activities, like you said. But whichever way, we can stay and talk and have fun and just kind of relax and just, I don't know. It feels different when it's just you and I as opposed to when it's the whole family. And I really feel as though couples need that.
I agree.
I feel as though couples really, really benefit from having no outside distractions.
And not only that, you fix your bra, baby. Not only that, I look at it like this, right? There's things that you can do in a hotel room that you can't do at the house.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying those are the type of things that I'm talking about.
Look at them.
All right.
Look at them.
All right.
I never know where you're going.
Nah, like I remember
Don't
one time.
look to me to co-sign what you're about to say.
No, I remember one time. Remember I sprayed you with baby oil, and we had sex with baby oil all over the place, and we were rubbing, and we were shining, and all types. We can't do that at home because who's gonna clean that shit up, right?
So we do it there because there's
Yeah, there's somebody. There's somebody to clean the shit up.
So you just go to someone else's place and just ruin their sheets.
That's what hotels are made for. It's like
to ruin their sheets.
Yeah, they can wash
Okay,
it.
it all makes sense now.
But things like that, if you have a sexual fantasy, you can do that and try things out because you don't have the kids coming in the room. Like I ain't go front. I like to make my wife scream. That I enjoy that, right? I know.
Hey, I think they understand that.
I know when we in bed, or even when, like, for some reason, you know what's was crazy about our bed? It squeaks a lot.
Yeah, our bed. It's a good bed, but it squeaks a lot.
And I think about it all the time. If it didn't squeak so much,
You be trying to hold the mattress.
I know. I be
You
trying
trying to hold the mattress and the headboard.
I know. But I think about it all the time, right? I'm like, damn, if the bed wasn't like this, I'd be like, how crazy would she really get?
I mean, I think you know when we go away.
And that's why I like to go away. And people say, well, why do you take gear everywhere with you?
You know what? People do say that though.
Yeah, no, because I mean,
like people say that a lot. Like, why do we, every time that you go, like, even if it's like Miami or Detroit or Houston or whatever, it's not like LA or something, fancy. People be like, well, why are you guys going together? Or why do you always go with him? Or why does he always bring you? Or why are you guys, like, it's just like a little 1 day or a little 2 day or whatever. And I'm like,
that's a vacation. I love to enjoy.
You don't want to spend time with your boo?
I love to enjoy my wife. That is the reason why. Like, when I'm home, I love my kids. I love my family. But sometimes I just want to bang. That's what I want. Right? And like today, right? I'm not even going to front.
You're
Today,
too much.
I'm being
like,
honest.
there's enough, and then there's too much.
I'm being honest. Like today, I really just wanted to lay some down, right? Lay some dick down and go to the gym.
They knew what that meant. You have to articulate it.
Yes. And then go to the gym and work out. And what happened? London was home.
Oh, yeah.
I snuck out the house to go to the gym after I laid it down. Twice, by the way. Went to the gym.
Not really.
1.5.
Kind of, sort of like
1.5. It was 1.5.
It's kind of
no, it was 2. It was still my penis. Am I lying? It was my ding-a-ling that did it twice. We'll explain that for another time. But it was
because that's weird. You sound crazy right now.
All right, let me. So I'm gonna explain it. Right, this is weird.
It is weird, but we talked about it kind of like
all right, so
3 podcasts ago.
So the first time I knocked Gia out the park. Boom, she's screaming, "Oh, I'm the best! Yes, I'm the best!"
I didn't say that.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm the best. I'm the best. Yeah, I know I'm the best.
I didn't say that.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
I didn't say that.
I'd be like, go give me a hot rag. Go give me a hot rag. But anyway, right? So then, boom. So now when it comes to me, I go pow, right? You know what that means, right?
No, I don't know what that means.
Okay, so we both orgasm together. Cool. I'm getting old. I need a nap after that. Like I need 5 minutes to reset.
5 minutes?
20 minutes to reset.
20 minutes?
How long do I need to reset?
The next day.
Okay, I need the next day to reset.
Why are you sitting up here lying? Pass me that maraca. That's going to be my lie indicator. Every time you lie, because you have the propensity to exaggerate everything. So every time I hear a lie or an exaggeration, that's what's going to happen.
So now, after the, I orgasm, right? I stay inside because I like to marinate. Marinate in the punani. Right? Right? She's so embarrassed. So then after, she does her thing while it's marinating. Me, I'm chilling because by that time I'm passed out. I'm clocking out, tapped out. I need to go take a nap. I need Red Bull. I need all time.
5-hour energy.
Yeah, I need a cigarette and I don't even smoke.
Espresso
like
shot.
I don't even smoke. I need a cigarette. I ain't gonna lie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then she does her thing with me sleeping or chilling or just watching. And then she goes twice. So that's still mine.
It's yours, but it's half of yours.
Ooh, that was a low blow. That was nice though. I like that. That was good. That was good. But anyway, like I said,
half of yours.
They caught it and I got it too. They caught it and I got it too. But as I was saying, that's the reason why we always talk about Bae-cation and how important a Bae-cation is, because that's the type of fun that we have.
No, all jokes aside, it's really important in our relationship. And I feel as though it gives us that extra oomph, like that extra dose of sexy, because I think that a lot of people, when they're in relationships, they get kind of stuck in the rut and the monotony of marriage or of exclusivity or living together. And it's like the same thing over and over, like same bleep, different day. So like when you go away and just spend time together, and even if, if money's an issue, if you do it inexpensively, like it kind of breaks that monotony. So it's just not so boring sometimes.
And it takes you out your element. It takes you away from your normal, what you're used to. It takes you to a point where you could just really enjoy each other. And even if you don't have kids and it's a new relationship, get out the house, do different things, enjoy each other. You see, Guy and I joke with each other all day long, and we really get to enjoy each other, get to know each other, do stuff that you don't do. Have fun with your spouse, have fun with your girl, have fun with your man. Do those type of things. Like, I'll tell you about what I like and what we do, but that's what we talk about Bae-cation. And I want to see you guys again, April 30th to May 3rd. We're going to have a lot of Bae-cation. I'm telling you, if your room is near our room, you're going to hear a lot of screaming. I want to hear a lot of screaming. We're going to have a good time. We want to have a good time.
I mean, and truthfully, like, I plan on being twisted the vast majority of the trip.
That's cool.
I'm just telling you.
Gia doesn't drink, so if she has 1 shot of anything or 2 glasses of champagne, she's good money.
3 glasses of champagne, 2 shots. I'm like, nice.
Gia's gonna be jumping off the chandeliers trying to land right on my.
I got good aim though.
You do got good aim. You got good aim. Let's go to the email of the week. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
My girlfriend broke up with me 4 days before my birthday. Hey, Envy and Gia, I listen to your podcast like as soon as it's posted, laugh out loud.
Thank you.
I admire your relationship and hope to have love like that one day. DJ Envy, I love what you're doing with real estate and how you're trying to teach the community how to own and invest in their future. You are a very handsome man.
I hope it's a female writing.
No, this is a dude. You're a very handsome man. I'm not gay, but
Can't.
you are my idol. I look up to you. The way you handle everything, you're a great guy. Yeah, you're okay. He ain't write all that, but I put it there. I added some of my own
they
sauce.
know.
Okay,
Trust me,
all right.
they know.
But I'm contacting y'all on some advice from me. My girlfriend of 4 years broke up with me 4 days before my 25th birthday. This was a surprise to me because everything seemed to be going right. We met 5 years ago in college. She was a freshman and I was a junior. I knew early on that the difference in age would be difficult, but I was willing to let her grow while I love her. So she recently broke it off with me because she feels as if life is boxed in. She grew up in a Haitian household. Ça passe, ma boule. Where her parents had a lot of really strict rules and expectations. So when it came to our relationship, she felt like she was being told what to do because of the boundaries and expectations that are set in our relationship. For instance, I would ask her to keep me in a loop when she went out partying with her friends, like to let me know if you're changing club locations or hanging out with other people, or even text me when you're home safe. She rarely had an issue with these expectations.
Wow.
She also expressed to me that she feels as if something is missing, like she is curious as to what else is out there. I think these feelings are due to the fact that I'm her first and only everything. I really love this woman and thought I was going to marry her. So I guess my question is, should I let her go, get the feeling of freedom that she wants and move on and focus on myself? Or should I try to get her back some way, somehow? What are your thoughts? If I should move on, what is the best way to do so? Because I'm heartbroken. Oh, poo, poo, poo. Thank y'all for your time and advice. Please keep me anonymous. All right. What do you think?
Clearly, because she grew up in a household where things were pretty strict and her parents kind of had her under a microscope. Being in a relationship that resembles the same thing that she was probably excited to get away from when she went to school isn't what she's into at this point. You know, I remember going to college and the girls that had parents that kept like a tight leash on them, they're the girls when they got to college.
Busted down. They were usually hoes. I don't want to say hoes, but you know what I mean.
They were a lot more free.
There you go.
They were a lot more free. No, it's the truth. I mean, I knew a lot of girls that said, wow, when I was at home in my small town back in wherever, either there was nothing to do, or if there were things to do, their parents didn't let them. So now they just wanted to experience the whole world. So I understand where she's coming from. But I do disagree with her when it comes to the things that she doesn't like specifically, let me know when you get to where you're going. Let me know, when you're settled. Let me know when you're on your way back. Let me know. That just means that someone loves you and they care about you and your safety.
But if he's being overprotective and doing it too much, that's just on top of everything that she already dislikes. But
that doesn't seem like it's too much. That doesn't seem like
he only told that part of it.
overprotective.
He only told that part of it.
But that's the example that she gave.
That he gave,
that he gave for him being overprotective.
Right.
But this is the thing. That doesn't seem overprotective. For instance, I have a girlfriend who went out and she was out all day. She spoke to her man and he was like, all right, call me when you get home. She never called him, just as a test. He never called her to see if she made it home okay. So when we were talking about it, my feeling was he didn't really care. He didn't think about, could you have possibly gotten into an accident on the way home?
Fell asleep.
Could you have? He didn't. He was out enjoying himself, doing whatever it was that he was doing. He was chilling, He never called to be like, all right, are you halfway home? Or are you home? Are you good? You're settled? All right, I'll talk to you in the morning or whatever. There was no concern. It was just, I was like, wow, you could have got ran off the road by a tractor trailer and he would have had no idea.
Right.
And that bothered me because it's a close friend of mine. And I just feel as though when you're with somebody and they care about you and they care about your safety, they check. Like, I check on you all the time. Actually, I don't even have to check on you. You check on you. Like, you text me, I'm here.
Right.
I'm good. I'm inside. I'm good. I'm on my way home. We might talk on the way home. You call me when you're pulling into the driveway sometimes, you're like, all right, that's me opening the garage door. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
I don't want to get shot too. That's part of the reason too.
no, but I'm just saying, like, we're in contact with each other when you're out and about. So
Yes, and Gia has a gun license, and she has a couple of guns. I just want to throw that out there. She's licensed in about 38 states. She gets busy.
I'm nice with it.
So if you see me out with her, I'm not the one that got the hammer.
I'm the security.
It's her. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm just saying. So, I mean, that I don't think is overprotective. That was my point.
Let me say this. All right. So first of all, shout out to all my Haitians out there. Again, sak passe ma boule. Now,
what does that mean? Do you even know what that means?
It means what's up, how you doing, I believe. I think so.
Because you could be saying something
No,
totally
that's
foul,
what it means. Like, what's
and
up?
you wouldn't even really know.
No, it means what's up. So,
like those people that get the tattoos.
No.
And the
But
tattoo
I know
artist
it's like,
playing a
what's
joke
up?
on them.
It's an endearment. So, like, for most people that don't know, my best friend in high school was Haitian.
Well, he still is.
Well,
He didn't change.
Yeah, he was, well, yes. His name is Randy, right? He was the one
What up, Brennan?
He was the one that taught me how to DJ. Clute introduced me into DJ, and Mono, Randy, was the one that actually taught me how to DJ. He taught me how to make beats. It's my brother, right? So when I used to go to his house all the time, he had a sister, and his parents were very, very strict, right? And it was cool because my parents were strict because my dad is a retired police officer. So the only words I ever learned was fukaka, kakashin, get maman, right? That's all curses.
Those aren't good words. What?
I'm just telling people how I know that what it is because I was there all the time.
I was like kidding with you.
Oh.
You have to prove your fluency in.
But anyway,
okay.
What I was saying was they were very strict, like very, very strict, always watching where he went, where his sister went. So now you get this girl that's in college and away from all that. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to check in all the time. She feels like you're her dad. And it could, like, going out and all that stuff is cool, but he might be taking it too far, which he's not saying. He might be like how I was. Now, me, to this day, I thank God all the time for Gia staying with me. I was the overprotective boyfriend. Like, why are you wearing that? Like,
but it wasn't just, okay.
I put it like this.
Hold on. You didn't worry about what I was wearing because you were overprotective. You worried about what I was wearing because you were the jealous boyfriend.
I was.
You're the obsessive boyfriend.
I was.
You were the controlling boyfriend.
That was me.
If you were just overprotective, I would take someone that wants to protect me and make sure that I was good. It wasn't about overprotection. So let's talk about that on the next podcast.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, for instance, there is no way she would be wearing this when I was 21 years old. Too much of the tatas out. No way. Now I'm secure. I don't worry about that. But back then, no way. It was to the point where if she came out the house with that and she said she was wearing that,
you don't even understand.
I would probably pick her up and me and her would go in the shower and ruin that whole outfit.
Probably. That actually happened.
We'll talk about that.
No, we talked about that on a prior podcast.
But anyway, we're not talking about the past and negativity. We're talking about this guy and his problems, right?
You brought up the past.
I don't know why. But as I was saying, he's probably overprotective in that way, where it's not just about where you're going tonight, when you're going to come back, tell me if you're going club to club. It was probably more than that. And she was like, damn, he's like my dad. I want to be free a little bit. So my advice to you, my guy, is I would let her go. But I'm gonna explain why. Not let her go like, go, bitch, go. Not like that. Not like that. But what? But on some old, I'm being serious, but on some old, sometimes you just gotta let her go a little bit. Let her be free.
Let her go a little bit. You know what happens when you let somebody go a little bit?
You gotta let her
lose them forever.
No, you gotta let her be free. You gotta let her go.
Be free.
You gotta let her hang out with her girlfriends. You gotta let her go out. You gotta let her experience the world. If you're really true and she really loves you and she feels a way for you, she'll understand what she has. But if you continue to hold her and try to keep her and watch over her, she's going to want to get the fuck away from you. So you got to open your arms a little bit. Let her experience life. I'm not saying let her leave you and fuck with somebody else. I'm not saying that, but you can't keep a leash on her. What?
You did, and we're still together. That was the right decision.
That's a bad example.
My part.
Right.
It is a bad example.
It was a bad example.
Actually, because you were so extreme. Mm-hmm. I disagree with you.
Okay.
Believe it or not. He loves her.
He does.
It seems like he adores her.
Correct.
And he seems like a good guy.
Okay.
So if my intuition is right about him, the relationship is worth saving. All you have is two people that have two different ways about going about the same relationship. Mm-hmm. So she probably loves him And he feels the same. So why wouldn't you advise that they try to make it work with just a little bit of an adjustment? If he can adjust his ways and she loves him, then maybe they can make it work. But for the fact that it seems as though she has an issue with the fact that he was her first, he was her only.
Correct.
And she wants to live a little.
Right.
Now, if that's the issue, then he might just have to bite the bullet.
And that's what I'm saying.
And let
She
her
wants to
go.
live. Right.
But it's because of the whole, I want to be a bird. I want to be free. I don't want to feel like I'm in a box. I don't want it just to be, I don't know that I just want it to be you for the rest of my life. I want to be able to see what else is out there, experience other men. I want to be able to know, I want to be able to appreciate how amazing you are.
Correct.
And that might be by kissing a few frogs. And then maybe after that, we might be able to come back together. That might be her perspective. But to just tell him to give up.
I'm not saying give up.
You told him to say, go, bitch, go.
No,
right?
I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say that. I said he has to let go of the handcuffs a little bit and let her experience life, because the more you try to keep her and lock her down, the more she runs away.
I agree with that.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying go. I'm just saying open up a little bit. Don't be over demanding. Where you at? Where you going? This, that, and the other. Hey, babe, how you doing? What you doing today? All right, call me later when you get free. I can't wait to see you. You got to let it go sometimes. Let her understand that I love you, I miss you, but I understand you go. She might be going out with her friends and just having a good time.
She's not asking to go out for a night. She's asking to go away from the relationship.
Right, because he's being overbearing and probably too overprotective.
Probably because he loves her so much and he just wants her like under his little umbrella, So what do you suggest that he do right now?
I would suggest that...
Because she broke up with him. So right now it's over.
Right.
What do you suggest that he do?
I wouldn't run back. You broke up with me after I'm being a nice guy and I'm checking up on you and your well-being and your safety. Sometimes you got to let somebody trip and fall.
You wouldn't do that. That's a lie.
Bust your lip. What?
That's a lie. You wouldn't. That's not what you would do.
What would I do?
Okay, tell you what you would. You know what you would do.
What would I do?
Beg and plead. Like you would not. You would have, if you were in his position, you would not just let her go. No, you would not. Absolutely, positively not. Oh, wait.
Yes,
that was a lie.
It depends. She's saying she
I'm bringing this to every set now. Now we have the Casey Crew Maraca.
I'm going to throw that shit in a second. But she's saying she doesn't want to be there anymore. She wants to experience new people. She wants to go out. Like, if you said you didn't want to be there and experience new people,
you would be...
What?
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
So, babe, I've been thinking. I just feel as though we're spending too much time together, and you know the way that I was raised. So I think that I want to spend a little bit of time apart. I want to be able to go out with my friends, do new things, see new things, experience new people. Do you think that maybe, at a later time, we might be able to reconnect?
Yeah, you keep the kids, I take the nanny, and we good money.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about from her.
Oh,
You're him.
I didn't know
You're
that.
him.
You didn't explain that. You didn't explain that. You just said, I was going to say, you take the kids, I take the nanny, we good money. Do what you got to do.
You and Irma right off into the sunset?
Goddamn right. Irma going to cook, she going to clean, she going to wash, everything. I'll take Irma. You go ahead. You take the 5 kids.
Wait, you don't even want Brookie?
Brookie could come. Brookie good money.
And Irma?
Yeah, me, Brookie, and Irma.
Irma's not going nowhere without Brookie.
So me, Brookie, and Irma, then you could go. Oh, I didn't know you meant. Okay, all right.
Him!
All right, try to. All right, I replay.
I'm not trying to.
All right, do it again.
I'm not doing it again.
I gotta get in character. Action. Go. I'm a thespian. Go.
Wait, hold on. What was I? I was her trying to break up with you because I want to be free. Okay.
Go. Action. I'm a thespian.
So I've been feeling like I kind of want to be free.
Free?
Drake? Drake?
Come on.
You're not in character. You're nobody's thespian.
Character. Go. Action.
Wait.
Good.
So I feel as though we've been spending too much time together, and it's just been so overbearing and so overwhelming. And I've been feeling as though life has just been like a shackle, like a big, giant shackle. Do you think that'd be okay if maybe we just cooled it for a while?
This is for you. It's diamonds. Are you going to stay?
It's a diamond starfish?
Yes, are you going to stay?
Can I see it? Because it looks like cubic zirconia.
No, this is diamonds. This is real.
No, diamonds don't shine like that.
This is diamonds. Are you going to stay? Do you love me?
I mean, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
See? She stays. I got it.
No, what would you really do?
All right, now.
What would you say?
I'll be like, look.
I just got into character 3 times for you.
All right, let me get into character. I'll be like, look, babe, I really love you and I really care about you. I know I was your first and that means a lot to me. You know, I know that you hanging around with your whole friends and maybe you feel like, you want to be like them and have a good time. But, we live in Atlanta and Atlanta is high in STDs. So, you fuck around with somebody and you might catch an STD. I'm straight. I ain't got nothing. I want to make you my wife. I want to make you an honest, good woman.
See.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I'm thinking about rings and you thinking about playing. You're
thinking about diamond starfish.
I'm thinking about rings. Like, I want you to be my wife. Like, I love you. Like, I want to protect you. I want to be everything that you imagine. Like, everything is wonderful between us. I love you to death. And
in between you thinking that I want to run off and be a hoe.
No, I'm not saying I want you to run off and be a hoe.
You're saying that I want to run off and be a hoe.
Nobody said that.
And be like my hoe friends.
I said you do have some hoe friends. Daphne's a hoe. You know Daphne's a hoe.
Daphne's not a hoe. Daphne's free.
Okay, whatever you guys call it now.
Daphne's fluid.
All right, whatever you call it now.
Daphne's very open-minded.
Okay, whatever you guys call it now. But I'm just saying, like, I want to be your everything. Like,
that's the problem. I don't want you to be my everything. I want something on the side. I want something else. I don't want you to be my everything. You're not paying attention.
So you don't want to be with me?
I mean, I like you.
All right.
I mean, I love you. But this is what I'm talking about.
Did I complain when your pussy was whack?
Now you took this too far. Look, we are being no help right now. What's wrong with you?
So what do you want to tell him?
I got another one.
So what do you want to tell this man?
The point was that
what do you want to tell this man?
The point was that there would be no way that would be how you would respond.
So what are you going to...
You would have never reacted that way.
So what advice would you give this guy?
I think that he should fight for his relationship. Mm-hmm. That's the bottom line. I think that he should make some really extraordinary gestures, do some sweet things that he knows that she loves, show up, but don't press her too hard. Mm-hmm. Call and propose a different idea to remix the relationship. Like, I still want to be with you. I love you to death. I understand that you're young and you want to experience different things that exclude me. I have no problem with it because that's life. Mm-hmm. But I want to be with you during those times. So I agree to allow you to be free, to do what you want to do, spend more time exploring life and whatnot. And I'll just be here in the backdrop. I want to spend time with you. I want to still date you. I still want to take you out. I still want you over my place. I still want to be over your place. I still want to marry you, but I'll give you the freedom that you want so that you can have the best of both worlds, unless you just don't want to be with me, unless it's something else, unless it's something about me that you feel like it's holding you back. But if you don't feel like it's me, if you love me and you just want to experience life in a different way than you do when it's exclusively with me, then...
You better not do that, my G.
Okay, you're foul.
You better not do that, my G.
You're foul. I can't. You're foul.
If you want her and she doesn't want you, right? She's telling you.
She's not telling him that.
She's telling him she wants to be free.
Let's just be real. How many times throughout our relationship have I told you that I didn't want you? How many times did I try to break up with you? Honest to God.
A lot.
We've been together 25 years. How many times have I tried to break up with you?
But this is the difference. I know you didn't mean it. She seems like she means it.
You don't think I ever meant it?
If you were still here, you didn't mean it.
That's not true.
That's you.
No, you were just very convincing. You had your very convincing
But this is the thing.
ways.
But this is the thing.
Sometimes you talked sense into me.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes maybe you begged and pleaded. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you might have made a very, very grand gesture to show me that you were truly in love with me. those things worked. And you've done a lot of other things I'm not really going to mention right now.
Okay.
What are you reading?
I'm just looking at one thing. Go ahead. I'm listening. Right?
So
she says, she also expressed that she feels like something is missing. Like she is curious to what else is out there. Right?
I felt that way at times.
Well, you never told me that. But anyway.
I'm sure you felt that way at times.
Nope. But this is what I'm saying. Right? If she's feeling like something else is out there, and he's really doing everything.
You're not really trying to explore this with me.
No, I'm not fucking with you in our relationship. But
that's what this podcast is about.
No. I don't want to hear the fact that you was at one time was thinking about expressing it to somebody else.
I didn't say it was one time.
2 times.
I didn't say it was 2 times.
I ain't fucking with you right now. I will wrestle you right here on this motherfucking beach, right? On this motherfucking beach, we will wrestle, and we get fucking shit tossed up all over here. But like I said,
no, but come on, I'm being serious.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Just because a person expresses that doesn't mean that that's the end of the book.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I do.
There's a lot of room for convincing if you're passionate about the person that you're with. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to be with a guy that if I'm like, you know what, it's over, and he'd be like, all right. Like, you want somebody that's going to fight for you.
I guess you're right.
That
you're right.
wants you badly, that feels as though you're their everything. Right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But this is the thing. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's that.
Like, if someone makes you feel like they could take you or leave you, you realize that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. All right, so let me rephrase what I'm saying, because you're right. I fought for my baby 1,000,001 times.
Why are you playing games?
And I'll continue to fight for it. Because I was feeling myself a little bit, but then I had to think back. Well, you put me in perspective of what it was, right? So this is what it is. This is what I would say. Gia is absolutely positively right. I would fight if I was in your predicament and it was Gia and it was me. We've been in this predicament. No, I was being tough for a second. I was being a man, but I had to realize I didn't do that before. I would fight for the relationship. I fought for the relationship before. I've done so many different things. So what I would do if I was you, like Gia said, I would fight for that relationship. I would make sure that she knows how I feel. And like Gia said, you might say, you know what? You know, you want a little freedom. You want to go out with your friends. You know, that's fine. I won't beef. I won't bicker. I won't care what you're doing, what you're dressed like. I want this to work because I love you and I know that you're my wife. And you're absolutely right.
Well, she's his girl.
She's a girl. You know what I mean? But that's what I absolutely positively would do. What?
You're just going to take all of my advice and make it yours?
I said, you're right. I said, you're right. You are right. You are right. Your Royal Highness.
You better bring that to Jamaica.
Your princess, whatever you.
We're going to be on the beach. We're going to be in lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Spread out. You're just going to be standing.
All right.
Are you going to bang the big leaf?
All right. Let's go to another one. All right. What's up, Doe? What's up, guys? What up, Doe is a Detroit thing.
I know. I've been there.
My name is Matt, and I first want to start off by saying your podcast is amazing. Me and my wife are starting our very own podcast very soon as well.
Congratulations, Matt.
Biter. I am emailing you guys. What? I'm just kidding, Matt. I'm just joking. I am emailing you guys today to see if you had any ideas for me and my wife to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary. Now, we're doing a lot this year. We're taking the kids on a Disney cruise, going to Disneyland, and we are in 2 weddings all this year. With that said, we are kind of strapped for cash, but I do want something special for my queen. She said she doesn't want an anniversary party because we already have a lot going on and we don't have time to plan a party. So any suggestions on what I can do? Thanks in advance. What do you think?
What do you think? You're the big planner. You're the big, gift giving connoisseur.
Okay. Well, I think 10-year anniversary, I think is dope. I mean, if money's strapped and you can't spend the money because you're doing so much, what I would do in your situation is I would think of the first place that y'all went on a date, right? And I would maybe get a gift certificate or take her there as dinner, right? Where was our first place? Tony Roma's. Tony Roma's was our first place. Queens Boulevard in Queens was our first. And this was a bougie.
This is the first formal date.
That's
Back
right.
then, Rashawn tried to eat barbecue ribs with a knife and fork. And I was sitting there who eats ribs like that?
I was trying to impress her. I was trying to be, bougie, but the only ribs I had.
They're like, why are you eating ribs like that?
I tried to cut them off the bone. I looked stupid, but she was like, why are you eating it like that? She just started eating it. But I would take her on the first place that y'all went on a date, right? And I would try to remember the first gift that you ever gave her. You remember the first gift I ever gave you? Christmas, what it was? You don't remember?
Okay.
You don't remember?
I do. No, because you don't remember the first gift that you ever gave me.
Fuck.
You don't remember the first gift you ever gave me.
I mean, the first expensive gift that I gave you.
Doesn't matter. What was the first gift you ever gave me? You're not going to remember.
The first gift was a ring pop.
That's not a gift. He proposed to me with a ring pop.
All right.
In front of my house in Queens.
I don't remember the first gift. I do remember the cat ring.
That was the first piece of jewelry that you ever gave me.
Cat ring from Fortunal. What was the first gift that I got you?
The first gift you ever got me was a leather Timberland keychain.
So like that, right?
Hold on. What was the gift that you were referring to? The first expensive gift that you ever gave me?
What was the first one? Plan this out first. What's your name? Matt. Play this out, Matt. What was the first gift?
Then you gave me a pair of brown leather polo boots. Hold on. Do you remember the brown leather polo boots?
I remember the bro. Yep.
We had matching brown leather polo boots.
Back when we were in high school.
And matching
Hilfiger shirts.
And matching Nautica goose downs.
Yep, that's right.
With the fur hood.
Right.
You remember?
Yep.
And we went to the Jacob Javits Center for a car show.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, do you remember that? Went to Jacob Javits Center for a car show, and we took a picture with our matching polo boots, our Nautica down coats, with me on your back in the middle of the street.
Corny couple shit. But it was fun back then. But that's the type of thing that I would try to do. Like I would try
like
to
an old picture.
Find all that stuff. Go online. You could probably find that stuff for so cheap right now and do that type of thing. Take her to dinner and just make it a special occasion. Don't worry about the fancy stuff because you got so much going on. Do things that you'd be like, damn. Or if you could find an old letter that you wrote her and frame it and do things like that. Things like that will make her heart melt and you'll get some good head that night. Am I lying?
Am
I lying?
I'm just going to let you continue.
If I did all that for you, what you going to do that night? You going to be all in it. Slob or malab. Nope.
Why are you playing so much on this podcast today? What did you have to eat earlier?
Nothing.
What is going on?
Nothing. I just feel good. I'm in a good mood.
With you?
But what do you suggest?
Everything you said.
See?
I told you, you're the planning extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
Like you're really amazing. And if you did those things for me, I would just, like one year for Christmas, you took our wedding photo, which was on regular photo paper, and it was framed. Mm-hmm. And he reframed it, like with a beautiful frame that matched our decor at the time. And he had it done on fine art paper. Yep. So it appeared like a painting, but it was really a printed print on fine art paper. And it was just, and then you had it detailed with like someone came behind it, like handed like glitter on my tiara, and it was one of the best gifts you've ever given me.
But that's what it is. You see how nice it makes her feel? See, that's the type of thing that you need.
I think it was the baby noises, actually.
Oh, okay. But those are the type of things that I would do if you don't have the money.
Yes.
Would you agree?
I think you can never lose on being sentimental.
Absolutely. Or last resort is, we're doing a flyaway April 30th to May 3rd. We're going to be out in Jamaica. And,
he said he's broke.
But we have a way to do it where you can put a little down now and then a little bit later.
Stop it.
And we're going to have a bunch of parties. And then what we'll do is when we're doing the podcast, we'll bring you on stage and we'll be able to talk about some of that cool stuff. So if you haven't got your tickets to our flyaway, we want to see you guys there. I think there's like 20 rooms left or something like that. Maybe 22 rooms left. We want to see you guys there. We're going to have a lot of fun. April 3rd to May 3rd. We're talking performances, comedy show.
April 3rd to May 3rd.
I said April 30th to May 3rd, I meant. What'd I say?
You said April 3rd to May 3rd. Whole month.
April 30th to May 3rd.
At the Jewel Grand, Montego Bay.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun. So I want to see you guys there. It's going to be one of those getaways that we're just going to have a lot of fun. And if you want more information.
Are we going to have a lot of fun, Boo?
A lot of fun.
You sure?
A lot of fun.
I didn't know if you said it enough. Go ahead.
A lot of fun.
I'm listening.
And if you walk by our room, you're going to hear, ah, ah. And I promise you, I'm not killing Gia.
If I'm drinking, you might.
Hey, you never know. But anyways.
You can almost guarantee it, actually.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
The KCCrewRetreat.com. All right. So we definitely want to see you guys there. All right. It's time to get up out of here, baby.
Only those?
Yeah, we did 2. It's time to go.
All right, I'm going to let you live.
Yeah. And you look sexy, so I want to rip that. What is that called? Catamaran? What is that called?
A catamaran.
What's that called?
Caftan.
I was close. I was this close. I was this close. I was almost there. But anyway, we'll see you guys later.
I'm sitting here trying to manage like the nip slip.
I'm watching too, babe.
Okay,
I'm watching. Anyway, I know there's some nasty guys out there looking to see it. Well, I want to see you perverts, but I would look too. I ain't gonna front. She's beautiful. But anyway, February 23rd, I want to tell you, a lot of people hit me up and there's a million and one emails about real estate and how to get in the real estate game. February 23rd, we're doing a seminar in Vegas. All right. Shout to Caesar, shout to Fernando, shout to the whole team. I want to see you guys there, right? February 23rd, Las Vegas. If you're on the West Coast, I want to see you there. We're bringing everybody from conventional lending, hard money lending, agents, attorneys, and more. So if you want to learn about real estate from people that actually do it, I want to see you guys there.
And he won't be talking about sex or his schlong.
Definitely not. And I want to shout out to Benz, my assistant, who put this set together. Thank you, Benz. You did an amazing job.
At Bootcamp Benz. Mm-hmm. So make sure you go and follow her.
That's right.
And raid her DMs and tell her congratulations on her new position.
And fellas, she's single, so holla. If you want to, you can holla at her.
Single.
Yeah, so if fellas, holla at her all day long.
But she's 6'2". Mm-hmm. So just make sure, you're not. Well, then again, she would date guys a little bit shorter than her. I don't think she would mind.
You know what? We should do that in Jamaica.
What?
We can possibly in Jamaica bring her up and get her a guy on stage. Like,
you want to get her a guy in Jamaica?
Like we could do like
we have an auction
dating, like speed dating in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, we're gonna do speed dating.
Well, we could do it with Benz and see if we can find a man for Benz.
Maybe we could ask Benz.
Maybe we should ask her first.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I was actually thinking about maybe the next podcast or the podcast after to have her on the couch with us because she's single. She's in her 30s. And, we talk about singles in their 30s a lot on this show, and why people are single and whatnot. So, and their perspective, the female perspective. And we always say it's so hard to find a good man and all that good stuff. So I was thinking about having her on and talking to her and picking her brain about it.
I thought about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that idea, though.
Why?
Think about it like this, right? If Benz gets a guy.
Oh.
What does that leave
agree.
Me? What does that leave me?
I agree.
What does that leave
I agree.
me?
Forget that.
What does that leave me?
We need Ben single.
Right? Now, where do I leave?
We need Ben single.
What does that leave me?
We need Ben
single. So now
single.
I'm second fiddle?
To a man.
Right, to a man?
To a
I'm
big,
second
strong,
fiddle?
6'4" man.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Benz ain't looking for nobody. She wants to be single for the rest of her life.
But he just brought me back to reality.
I just want to tell you.
That's what happens when you do a good job.
Ben's got 6 toes and she got 7 fingers. I just want to tell you guys that. See if you like her now. But let's get out of here. All right, it's time to get up out of here.
Yes.
I'm DJ MV.
And I'm Gia Casey.
And it was another edition of the KC Crew.
Toodles.